Hi, I'm Preston,
Hi, I'm Zoe.
and today we're working on
Polishing rocks.
polishing rocks. So, a week ago, we put some rocks into our rock tumbler with some coarse media, and today we're going to crack it open. Oh, it's so tight. And see what we got.
Daddy's still working on it out, so he's not that very much strong yet, but he will get strong. But we're not talking about workouts. We're talking about rocks.
Okay, so one of the things I read in the instructions is it's very important not to dump the slurry, which is what's left in there, into the sink. So we've got a tub of water here. Zoe is a little excited because we've been waiting a week to get to this point to see what has happened. So, you ready?
Yep.
Over here where you can kind of see.
It's like gray dust, and here comes the rocks. They look very polished already. We can barely see the rocks. See that gray stuff that's on there? I can only barely see
Yeah,
it.
that's the
Stuff we put it in the other
yeah,
day.
that's the media that we used. All right, now.
Smells like smog. Smog. I can't say it.
All
Oh,
right, let's stick that over there. And what we're going to do
put hair
is
bleach. Hair bleach.
no, this isn't hair bleach. This is just water. Is it getting you? Are you scared of water?
Yes. Only if it's swimming water, I won't be scared of it.
This is just plain water.
Okay.
All right.
How far that one got was really pretty.
So it's very important to wash all the slurry off before we move on to the next step.
And my daddy is getting the slurry on me.
This is just water.
The slurry.
Water.
Ooh, the crystal went off a little good. There's some pointy edges that went off.
Yeah.
Went pretty good. How I
That's
expected
pretty
it.
interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Ooh, that one's gray. White? I don't know. Not pretty sure. Yeah! I'm pretty sure that black one's gonna be really good in my crystal. And like that little crystal, it went very good and far.
Oh, that's another one of the crystals, huh?
Yep, that one went pretty good.
So, crystals, which have kind of sharp edges all the way around them.
Yeah. They pretty much work with it. I don't know if they're gonna like reach it to the end or like not. We just really want to know. If they want to know. We'll see if they reach it to the end or not. Like there's a few that have cracks, they won't reach it to the end. I'm gonna get crystal for Look how shiny the rocks are.
Well, I kind of can't see it because
You're
my big arms in the way.
Yeah. He has big arms.
All right.
I'm not allowed to stick my hands in there.
Hey, you can touch those rocks.
Yeah, but I can't stick my hand there.
Yeah, I don't want you sticking your hand in here yet.
It says they don't have like those pointy edges anymore. See?
I've got a before picture, and I'm going to try and set these up in the same order. And we will post that, hopefully, in the video. Oh, wow, Zoe, look at that one.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah. Look at this. It's a lot prettier than the others. It's not prettier than the crystals yet.
I think we're going to have a hard time figuring out
which one's the prettiest?
Well, which ones were what before we started this, because there is a lot
that changed.
Yeah, there's a lot that changed.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the little teeny tiny crystal.
Yeah, this is the one I snuck and put in there without Daddy even noticed. Ooh, the red one and the yellow one, those were pretty cool. I found those on the Crown Creek, and no, they have no more Crown Creek. There's just a little bit of gray on that.
I think we've just about got everything.
Got the sparkle. It was like a sparkle that was on it. Sparkle bomb.
That one almost disappeared.
It did. We won't even be able to tell.
I don't think that one's going to make it through the next. Alright.
This one, look, it got really tiny. It's really small now. So hard to tell which one it will be. I feel like it was like this at first, and then it changed to this. I don't know. Look, the inside's pretty dry. It's pretty dry.
So some of these
kind of shrunk. This one shrunk.
it's not doing a very good job of focusing. Anyway, that was a natural forming crystal that we found in Arkansas.
And this one got a scratch in it from it. The pink one. Right there.
This one. Let me see if I can. Huh.
Yeah, the one that looks like a chocolate cookie. Right here. You want to eat it? You want to eat it? You want to eat it, anybody?
Let's try this and see if this works. It's still trying to focus behind it. Anyway. I'll put some still photos in as well. But so far, it looks like we have got some well rounded off stones. So we're one step closer to actually polishing these, aren't we?
Yeah. I really want to polish them, but we're so close to polishing them. They're like a good one.
Takes a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've been waiting all week to get to this part.
But the next week we won't get to do it. Well, because tomorrow's a week too, but it's not like a week that we're gonna do the next video of it, because it's gonna take a longer time than that. The next whole week. Okay, it's gonna be a whole week, and then
chatterbox, chatterbox, chatterbox.
And
okay.
Daddy's a chatterbox.
So tell me, Miss Zoe, which of these rocks now is your favorite? I'm just rolling them around on the towel to try and clean up some of the excess water.
Well, mostly it's the crystals, and my favorite rock that's not a crystal is about, let's see, oh yeah, that probably one.
This one?
This one.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah, that pearly one. My favorite.
No, Daddy's colorblind, so he has a hard time figuring out which one is pearly. Okay, so that one's Zoe's favorite. And time for Daddy to pick a favorite. I really like the colors in this one.
Yeah, that was the one that was pretty shiny whenever it was wet. That was one of my favorites, but I really like
Alright,
that one.
let's get everything set up for our next step. Now we have to wash them thoroughly, and we have to
We're not going to splash them in the cup.
wash the tub out thoroughly.
Because
Yeah,
it's
everything has
just
to be cleaned before we can move on to the next step.
Some of it.
Alright, so we got all of our stones out, cleaned,
And some shrunk and disappeared.
and some
Like
have
that one.
completely deteriorated, and some are undefinable from the original picture, which we'll put those up.
Yeah. And like I said, I was going to show you how it was at first and how it was at the beginning.
So this is what a crystal looks like.
At the beginning.
Natural formed crystals that we picked up in Arkansas. And then
This one we picked up in Arkansas, we polished it.
this is one that we have had in the tumbler. It's kind of hard to see, but it has a lot of rounded edges. It's, you know, outside of it is very smoky. But this, minus a few empty spots, is how we had it originally with our start picture. So we've lost a lot of mass in all of these rocks.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that some of these, like this teeny tiny guy, are probably not going to make it through
The rest.
the next
Yeah.
next stage. So, speaking of next stage, all right, kiddo, let's put them in there.
This one. Good.
Stick them in there.
We're not going to put that one in there.
Yeah, go ahead and put it in there.
Okay. We want to see what happens.
If it disappears, it disappears. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
If it breaks, it breaks. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Okay, so
We are.
we have way less rocks
Can we tumble them with the rocks in there?
than we did. So I'm not exactly sure how this is supposed to work, because we're supposed to have, you know, this tumbler. We started out with I think it was 2.84 pounds with, you know, all the pieces. And right now we are sitting at this one.
It's. I'm sure.
Oh, water. Got to add water and media. So, put in entirely too much water last time. The water is supposed to apparently just cover up the rocks. Now we're on to the second stage. Last time we used the coarse. And this time we're going after fine grit.
Yeah, it's gray too. I can't wait until we end with the gray stuff. And then when we went in with the sparkly gray stuff, then we'll start getting with the white stuff. Some will be pearly, some will be brownish, like chocolate brown, ice cream brown.
So since we are
How about we just use
I'm only going to pour about half of it in there, because we only have about half of what we started with.
The other time we put all of it in it because there was like a lot of rocks.
We're going to put our lids back on.
I'm gonna go put it back in my room.
And we lost the star of the show.
Put it in the section. Alright, go.
Alright, so our lid's back on. We're going to put it back on the tumbler. Oh, we were going to do a weight comparison, weren't we? Zero that out. We were at 3.8 and some change. Now we're at we were at 2.8 and some change, and now we are at 2.2 and 3/8. So that's a pretty big difference. Of course, I had too much water in there last time too, so that was part of the weight. I don't think we put enough rocks in there, and some of the rocks that we put in were too small. But anyway, that's it for this week. I'm Preston.
I'm Zoey.
And we will see you again next week.
Yep, next week.